All right, welcome back. The parish president of Lafourche, Archie Chaisson, still with us. And, man, when's the last time we said Mardi Gras time, okay?
Yep.
And it's Mardi Gras time. We still have some COVID. We'll talk about that. But isn't it refreshing to know that maybe we can have some parades and some fun?
No doubt. It started off, we had a couple Christmas parades in Lafourche, up in Thibodeau and Lockport. Threw together a little one in South Lafourche. And that was a true taste of what was coming. But knowing that Mardi Gras is back in full bore, unfortunately for us in Lafourche, some of the South Lafourche crews sustained some damage because of Hurricane Ida, their floats and their floats barns. But Kyle Williams, a crew of youngsters from South Lafourche, have started the crew of Couillons. And they're going to roll Mardi Gras Day. But so South Lafourche is going to have a semblance of normalcy, especially after the hurricane. So it's cool. Cody Gray and the Tourism Commission, Louisiana's Cajun Bayou, have done a huge lot of work in promoting this, getting people to come to here. I think we're going to have a flood of people coming in from other places as well. I think Homa's going to see the same thing. Thibodeau and those parades around Lockport are going to have an influx of people, I think, from South Lafourche coming northward. So it'll be a fun couple of weekends as we get into it.
But y'all do such a great job. I've told you this before. Y'all tourism department working with you as the parish president is second to none. I mean, y'all really put a lot of emphasis in that. So now you get to enjoy it, don't you?
Yeah, and it's been cool to really work with Tim Bush, who was there before Cody, and now Cody. And we've developed a huge partnership. We've worked with you guys. We've done some national marketing campaigns to get people here. And it's really, we always talk about diversifying our economies, right? And getting people to come to look at swamp tours and those groups, the ecotourism stuff that Chet Chaisson, his board are doing, and his staff down in Port Fouchon are doing. It's been a huge way to get other people to Lafourche that, one-tank trips or people who are coming in for conferences who are vendoring out this way for the food, for the shopping, for the eco-tourism side of things. So it's going to be great. We're going to have a great weekend this weekend on Sunday with Shaka and Ambrosia. Right. Then we roll into the following weekend with the crew of Apollo on Saturday. And then Sunday we have Cleophas and Cronus, 2 more parades up in Thibodeau. And then on Mardi Gras Day is kind of the big parish-wide run, right? We have the crew of Chupik up in the 6th Ward. We have the crew of Gaines. We're going to have the crew de Couillon down the Bayou. And we have the crew of Ghana out in Thibodeau as the last parade to kind of round it out. So it's been great working with the law enforcement community, the 3 police chiefs as we've had to meander through the municipalities. But it's going to be great to see people on the streets getting together with family and friends and rocking out some.
And I love the names of y'all parades too. That's pretty good stuff. But let me ask you, as a parish president, how does that feel? Me and you have sort of worn out hurricanes and COVID, and I'm very happy to be up here talking business with you now.
Yeah, no doubt. I started 2 weeks ago, kind of the chamber circuit, right? We started with the Kiwanis Club in Thibodeau, and we're doing a state of the parish address to all these groups and kind of letting people know where we are. And we don't talk about the hurricane until the very end. We talk about all the good stuff that's coming, how we are financially, where we are on that footing, all the cool projects that we've been working on that we've kind of, got lost in the shuffle with everything else that's been going on that are now starting to resurrect themselves. And then we touch on the rebuilding part of the hurricane. But it's good to get back to business as normal and really work with the men and women that we have in parish government every day to get some of these projects off the ground and make Lafourche, the place that everybody wants to live, work, and play.
All right. With that said, I don't want to be the one that brings the downer to the parade, because it's not. It's going to roll. But how's COVID doing in Lafourche?
Yeah, we've seen the numbers fluctuate just like everywhere else. At one point, I think our positivity rate was about 30% after Christmas. Those numbers are starting to drop. As we've seen, and I've said it before, I had it after the week after Christmas. From all indications, it was that Omicron variant. It was more of a head cold for me. I worked from home for a week just to kind of distance myself. But that's what we're seeing. We're seeing, I think, more of these lighter variants, which when you talk to the medical community, some of that is good, builds up that herd immunity that we've talked about since the beginning of this, that we hoped we were getting to. A lot of people are still getting vaccinated and boosted, so that, I think, is helping the situation. But look, Martin, at the end of the day, it's something we have to live with. And I think the people in Lafourche and Terrebonne, I don't want to speak for President Dove, but I think we're somewhat past this. It's still having an effect on us. We're still watching how we do things and still doing things a little bit differently. But before I came here, I was at the Bayou Industrial Group luncheon here, and the coaches from Nicholls State speak and talking about how their group sports are going to have a normal spring semester, how we're going to have a normal Mardi Gras. Fairs and festivals are starting to plan up. The first one's going to be Lafayette, Des Moines, and Lockport in the early part of April. it's good to see our community rallying back around and kind of putting the hurricane and COVID all behind us, knowing that things are getting better on the home front and that we're seeing some of this positive stuff happen.
You know, like my niece and nephew were asking me yesterday, Uncle Martin, can we come on the balcony for Mardi Gras? Before they finished, they went, yes.
Yes.
Bring your friends.
Yep.
I mean, it's a mindset that we need it, we want it, we almost have to have it right now, don't we?
Yeah, we do, and I think that's all aspects of life. Whether we're talking Mardi Gras, this weekend we were at a basketball tournament out in East Jefferson for the Biddy teams. Our two little girls were playing. The first game was the Lockport Biddy group and the South Lafourche Biddy group, and we had parents from all up and down the bayou in that gym with parents from all across the southeast region at that tournament. So it's good to see those little things happening. It's good to see people on balconies. It's going to be fun to ride in the parades this year and really see the crowds along the street and talk to people as we do it. So it's good, again, that we're getting back to the fun things in life and putting a lot of this stuff. Still a long way to go with hurricane rebuilding. I don't want to discount that. But it's good to see the good things happening in Lafourche.
It's going to be good to see you doing things the parish president should be doing. And sort of more, like you said, you got a lot of hurricane damage still you're dealing with. You got some COVID, but now you get to be the parish president and do the almost normal things.
Almost normal things.
Good to see you in that realm again.
Yeah, it's good to look. We've always smiled through this, and we've had a lot of great help along the way. But it's good to actually smile because we're going to have some fun stuff coming.
All right, Mr. Parish President, thank you. Thank you for what you do, and we appreciate you dropping by today.
No problem. Thank you, Martin.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll have a lot more here on Bayou Time. Don't go away.